So this is just a really quick short clip on explaining why possibly your hedgehog kind of turned on you. It happened to me with this little guy, and he's super friendly, and I had worked hard to bond with him, and I'd had him to the point where I could pick him up just about any time and hold him, and it was pretty easy. And then kind of all of a sudden out of the blue, he started getting really mean about things. He'd huff at me, spit at me, ball up in a tight little ball. It was as if he had completely decided he didn't like me anymore. And I have to admit it was kind of painful and hard to deal with. So I started to do a whole bunch of research, trying to figure out what it was that caused him to be like this. Was it something I had done when I had handled him? Was it something I was feeding him? Was he unhappy in his cage? Was he sick? What I really found out though was he was just quilling. And that sounds like such a silly thing, but these animals will typically quill at 6 to 8 weeks of age, and then again around 4 months. Some can even quill 2 to 3 times more within the first year of life. I had known about the first round of quilling, but I did not know there was multiple, and this made perfect sense. You can't see now because he's past it, but if you look at his skin, and I'll include a picture in this video, you will see small quills coming in the skin between the ones that are already there. And of course for these critters that is incredibly irritating and not comfortable, and when we hold them and handle them it hurts them a little bit, which makes them not so kind about it. The other thing that influenced my hedgehog's behavior, and I learned by trial and error, is not only was he quilling, but it's the middle of winter where I live right now, and it's really cold in my room, colder than he preferred. And I have a large cage for him with an open top that's very exposed to the temperature in my room. And so now that it's warmed up, he's a lot nicer. I increased the heat in my cage, and he was a lot happier as well. So if your hedgehog ever sort of quote-unquote turns on you and becomes a lot meaner than he or she used to be, try not to get discouraged, although it's hard. I know I was too. There's probably an explanation. How old are they? Are they quilling? Did you just put them in a new cage? How warm is the environment? Those are just two of the many possible things that could be causing it. But the whole point of this clip is I just want to make people feel better about their little guys when they're mean, and it could just be a simple quick fix, and with time they might go right back to the way they were. So either way, best of luck to you in figuring out what it is. Feel free to comment below if you've had anything substantial like this happen and you want to share with others as to how you fixed it and got through it with your little guy. Take care.